What's up, everybody? I'm doing a live alternative play-by-play of the Dodgers game. So if you can't get to a TV, think about this like radio. I'm just gonna watch with no sound and tell you exactly what I see. Super simple, and it takes me a little while to get warmed up, and I should probably get the stuff off my glasses. And we're playing the Pittsburgh Pirates, and it's 5-4, and the Dodgers got themselves in a little bit of a jam right now. There's a man on first and third with only one out. Who's this guy pitching? Let's take a look. Hudson is pitching. Here's the pitch. Inside, and that might be a double play. Please be a double play. And he's safe at first. That's going to be another run scored. And wow, number Bell, it was super fast and was able to get down to first. And now all of a sudden it is 6-4. And let's take a look at that in slow motion. Let's hope. And he's safe. And got to give it up for Bell for just beating that one out. And it seemed like a pretty good pitch. He just hit it on the handle. And the Dodgers are still not out of this trouble. And it looks like it's going to be a high-scoring game. It's 6-4. And I know that the last inning, the Dodgers scored 4 runs. So this is going to be pretty sweet. Who's up to bat right now? Never heard of him. He kind of stands far back in the box, so I just give him some outside pitches. And this is Harrison. Josh Harrison batting .274. He's 1 for 1 on the night. 2 home runs, 11 RBIs. And he was hit by a pitch too. And I'm getting some very blurry signal from Spectrum. Way to go. Here's the pitch. Low and in the dirt. So it's 1-1, I think. Dead Meme. What's up, man? Thanks for coming. Thanks for leaving a comment. You're the first one. This is the Dodgers game. And I'm just going to do a play-by-play. And I'll talk to you guys in as much as possible. And definitely during the commercials. There's the pitch. Over the plate, swung on and fouled back. And that was 95 miles an hour. And Harrison gave it a pretty good rip. And one bad part is this guy Bell seemed to have some speed at first. And now the Dodgers are warming up number 48. And he doesn't look too confident. Thanks for coming, Dead Meme. Here's the pitch. Over the plate, that's going to be a ground ball to Pui. That was just a little blooper to right field. And I got to do my play-by-play a little bit better. And yeah, it was over the plate, and then Harrison just put the bat on the ball. It is a little blooper right over the second baseman. Now the Pirates have 2 guys on in the bottom of the third. And 2 outs. Thank goodness there's 2 outs. And that was just a weird little swing. He just put the bat on the ball. That's literally all he did. Actually, a pretty good display of hitting. And he's got dirt all over his stomach. So you know he's doing some work. And here's Austin Meadows, and he's 1 for 1 on the night. And is he batting a 197? That'd be pretty sweet. He's a lefty. Here's the pitch. Directly over the plate, no movement, 95 miles an hour, no swing. And it's 0-1. And yeah, those 95 mile an hour fastballs over the plate with no movement, definitely not a long-term strategy for the Dodgers. And Harrison's talking to somebody at first. Here's the pitch. Fastball over the plate, swung on, fouled back. And it's 0-2. Let's hope the Dodgers can start scoring some runs. I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger. If it's blurry, I got to make it as big as possible. And it usually takes a little while for people to come. Make sure you leave some comments. What do you want to talk about? The Dodgers could maybe possibly be a winning team if they win tonight. Wow, we're both 30-30. This is to be a winning team. This is big. This is big time. And it seems like either the Pirates have come to play, or the Dodgers pitching, Hudson, is just falling apart. But 6 runs. What inning is this? In the 4th inning? Not good. And this has been a long inning. I jumped on. I'm like, oh man, okay, it's the bottom. It's 4-4. And I jumped on and it's still going. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Curveball, and that's popped up to center field. And Taylor makes the catch. the one-handed catch. So if you're in Little League out there, people, you know what the coach tells you to catch it with two hands? They never catch it with two hands. And it's 6-4. And we are going to commercial break. And we're going to the top of the 5th inning. And the Dodgers are going to have to get the top of the 4th inning. So they scored 6 runs in 3 innings. And the Dodgers are going to have to get something going. And if this is your first time here, Dead Meme, thanks for coming. And a lot of times during the commercials, I'll read Dodger news. But since nobody's here yet, I can just tell you what's going on in the commercial. This is a commercial for some kind of beer. And I think it might be Portugal or Spain and not Mexico, though it does kind of resemble a Corona. And now it's frozen. So I am going to refresh. Now we got a commercial for Rockstar energy drinks, and I'm going to refresh the video. And you know, let's just hope the Dodgers win. I haven't done one of these games in like 4 days. And I just wanted to see him win. And there's nothing more annoying than doing this play-by-play. And you know what? It's kind of fun. But doing the play-by-play and having the Dodgers lose. And yep, now we got a commercial for the Dodgers on Spectrum. And this is a pretty well-made commercial. Looks great. Fireworks. People with their kids. It's just a good time if you go to Dodger Stadium. And I know most of the time the people that come actually are Dodger fans. So yeah, go to Dodger Stadium. I gotta go this year. And this internet is frozen. And that is my biggest problem with Spectrum. Is that I get Spectrum's internet, and then I go to Spectrum's website. I take all the other devices off the internet, and it still comes in blurry. And I just think that they just don't. I think there's more people watching the Dodgers than they think. I don't know what else could explain that. All right, going to the shady website. Spectrum, you are dropping the ball on me one more time. I gave you a shot. Me and you don't get along. I'm going to the shady website. Let's just hope it works. And whatever crap goes on my computer, it is what it is. Clicking on Dodgers versus... Nope, we're back. And it's... Oh, here we go. Not frozen anymore. And now we got Forsythe. Oh, we got Steven Brault. Coming in for the Pirates. He's got to... You know, maybe he's got to get that tattoo touched up. He's 15 games, 4-1, 4.2 ERA in 42. So this guy's a workhorse. This guy's a workhorse, and he's definitely not a total pushover. He's 4-1. But now it's frozen again. So I'm going to just have to go find the shit. Here we go. Yep, frozen on Spectrum. Let's go shady website. Man, it's almost like Spectrum knows I'm doing this. My bad, people. I'm gonna get the technical issues figured out. Sports Fury, what's up, man? Thanks for coming. Nobody's here yet, but it's good when... Oh.
Watching Jung Ho on video last night after the game.
It's great when you guys come early because then people talk and you kind of get the conversation going. Thanks for coming. And it is, you know, the shady website's working. It's 1-0 to Austin Barnes. Dodgers are down by 2. This is kind of a big game. We got to become a winning team. YouTube stuff. Thanks for coming. Check out Sports Fury's channel. Dead Meme, if you're still here, check out Sports Fury's channel. It is amazing. And then tomorrow night, just give it a try. Give it a try. He's doing what I do, but a million times better. And then Philly 500 too. We've got to remember to give shout outs when there's more people here. But Sports Fury, you're amazing. And I want to do what you do. And it's 2-0 to Austin Barnes. And even this website is going pretty slow. And he had a ground out in the second, so he's 0 for 1. And honestly, I don't know why we were playing Austin Barnes last year in the World Series. From what I've seen so far this year, Grandal is way better. And we're playing game 7 with Austin Barnes. It's so annoying. I cannot believe we lost game 7. We beat everybody all season long, no problem. No problem. Here's the pitch. 2-0 pitch. Internet's going slow. And I do got a Cubs glass right now. I'm not superstitious. I mean, that's gotta be that's a mistake. The girlfriend is from Chicago, loves the Cubs, kind of annoying, and it's 2-1. And this guy's got like he's got scales. He has scaled tattoos. His tattoos are scales on his forearms. And most of the time, you know, I'm down for tattoos. I mean, they look badass. But this one might be a little much. Oh, and he's got a sleeve on the other arm. Here's the pitch. Over the plate, swung on, and fouled away. And at least Austin Barnes is swinging. And I can't imagine why Spectrum cannot give me good internet. I went like months. And it was never a problem. And I think it's the Dodgers. They don't like it. On commercial break. How did that happen? All right, I'm going to get this figured out, people. There's 2 outs. It's Owen. Oh, he must be out. So we are going to the bottom of the 4th inning. Dodgers are down by 2. And that was a very quick 1-2-3 from the guy with the scaled tattoo. Dead Beam, I love your stream, dude. Thank you so much. Sports Fury, we just wanted to stop by and say hi before we go live, but have a great stream. Thanks for the shout out. It means a lot to us. Keep up the good work. Wait, is the game? Oh, I cannot believe the game is tonight. I thought, anyway, thank you so much for stopping by. Throw some people my way on the commercial breaks, and I'll try to give them some good Dodgers, but you know, we got to keep these people entertained. Free entertainment. Thanks for coming. Anything you can do, I'm down. Just tell me what to do. Tell me what to do, and I'll do it. Because it's hard to do this when you're by yourself. You just don't know what to do. Dead Meme, I'm glad you like it. Have you remember back in math class? When you're doing math in like middle school and high school, and you can do the guess and check method? That's what YouTube is like. So it's so hard to know what's going on. Thank goodness Sports Fury is doing it right. And we're still on commercial break. And these Dodgers, from what I've seen, that was not good hitting. And you should have seen the Pirates. They were swinging so aggressively. It was a little bit disrespectful. And 6-4. And now they're showing us, I guess the pitcher's done. Who's this pitcher? Move this over. We got Stewart. Who's this guy? Brock Stewart. 6 games, 15 innings. All right, this might not be good. At least he's got 14 strikeouts to 6 walks. Opponent average 274. Stewart, you know what? He doesn't look too strong. Weird looking windup. What a wuss. This guy's a wuss. 91 miles an hour. Ball 1. This guy's got to hit the gym. He's got to do something. Here's the pitch. Over the plate. That is hit very hard to center field. Very, very hard to center field. At the track, and Bellinger playing center makes the catch. And honestly, I like Bellinger at first. But in center field, he's pretty solid. And that was he almost got that one. And now we're taking a look at Pittsburgh fans. And now we're looking at a guy that, he looks like Jesse Ventura. And now we got a group of girls on their phones. You know what? They look a little bit cold. And now we're looking at 2 other kids in t-shirts. These kids don't look cold. You know what? The women are looking a little bit cold in the crowd. I don't know if that's sexist or not, but if you're just looking at these people, you could tell who's cold and who's not. The women were cold. And Stewart just throws it right by Barnes. I guess Barnes is playing behind the plate. You know, Dave Roberts, the genius, knows what to do. And 29 steps in there. Marte. Nope, this is Francisco Cervelli. I like him already. He's over 2 on the night. And that is called a ball, but it was a perfect pitch. And this guy Stewart's really going to have to hit a spot. And he hit a spot, and the umpire didn't call it. And it was on the line. So that was a little bit unlucky. It's 2-0. This umpire might have a tight strike zone. Here's the pitch. It's 3-0. Goodness gracious. Come on, Stewart. Look alive. He's looking pretty nervous, and we got this guy Dickerson on deck. On deck, Corey Dickerson. Strike one, and he hit a spot on that one too. That was outside corner, and that one was called a strike. And it was actually a tiny bit more inside than the one that was just called the ball on the line. This umpire might know what he's doing. 3-1. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 4. And just like that, the Dodgers put a man on base. And this just seems to be the story of the game so far. These guys are getting on base. And I don't know what the Dodgers are supposed to do about that, but have better pitching. And we can't depend on anybody these days. Wood. When Wood is in the game, I'm happy. And Stripling, everyone, is he doing good? Everyone says he's doing good, I think. But you know what? Those are some hanging curveballs. 1 out of 10, you could hit one out. You just swing. It falls right on the bat. Big lead from first. That is hit very hard to center field and gonna be a base hit. And we got to get this guy Stewart out of there. I can tell when somebody's a wuss. And he's a wuss. And even the way he caught the ball looked like a coach. This guy should be a coach. Not a big leaguer. And that was a really good pitch. It was like a low slider that didn't move much, but it was low. And this guy's good at hitting the corners. But it was a perfect swing. And now they're showing the dugout for the Pirates, and they got a pep in their step. And this is I don't like the looks of this game right now. This isn't a good look. And who's this guy? Freese? Luckily he looks skinny. Thank goodness we got WB Mason sponsoring the strike zone. Why don't you come sponsor ours at Dodger Stadium for Spectrum? We only get the strike zone GPS like 1 out of every 20 pitches. WB Mason in Pittsburgh, way to go. Now, you guys are I'm going to look into you guys. David Freese, 0 for 1, walking the third, batting .241. I'm not too worried. And man, they keep on showing the Pirates, and I think they might be doing pretty good right now. And now Barnes is coming out to the mound, and this Stewart guy's like, God damn it. I'm getting rocked. And now we're taking a look at the announcers for I'm watching on the Pirates stream. It's official. And these guys look very boring. They look even more boring than the Dodgers guys, like Oral Hershiser and then the other person. But I don't even listen anymore because I do this. But these guys just look terrible. I mean, it'd be like having your grandpa call play-by-play. It's like, you know what? That's old school. This is new. Fireworks June 22nd at River Casino. Here's the pitch. That's probably going to be a base hit. Go foul. Please be foul. Is that foul? That's fair. Multiple people are coming home. Down the left field line. It's 8-4, just like that. And we got to get Stewart out of there. He's a wuss. And I'm telling you, the Dodgers can come back. That was just a meatball. And this guy, 23 Freese, he probably comes from France. Just hit a perfect one, right? Oh, that was definitely fair. And it hit the corner in left field. And Kemp, Kemp is slow on his feet. Somebody faster might have been able to get that quicker. No, maybe not. This guy 12 is pretty fast. And anyway, there's still a guy on with 1 out. We're not even close to being out of this. Trust me, people. And who's this guy? Here's the pitch. Meatball over the plate. Luckily, it's hit to first. And that's going to be an out. So now we got 2 outs. And Moran is out. But, Muncy, he's pretty solid in the field. I like Muncy. He's won me over. And now the Pirates have a guy at third. And that actually does help them out, I think. Because he's running on any hit, right? Anyway, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. Pirates are lighting us up right now. And they keep on showing the dugout. Oh, now we intentionally walk this guy. He looks like a pipsqueak. We're walking pipsqueaks now. Dave Roberts, genius coach. That doesn't look too happy. That's for sure. And the Pirates coaches, you know what? They're looking like coaches. A guy's he just checked a stopwatch. And now there's a guy on 1st and 3rd. And Stewart, this is not going well for Stewart. They'll get him off the team. Throw him down to AAA. Oh, now we got thank goodness we got the pitcher. Steven Brault. Wait, that's not, I don't think that's the pitcher. Wait, was he the pitcher? He's batting 270 something. Here's the pitch. Outside ball 1. I think this is the pitcher, so that's really good. And he's a lefty, but he looks pretty jacked. I'm not going to lie. For a pitcher, this guy looks pretty jacked. Like, he's kind of lanky. He's got muscles. He's got hardcore tattoos. I like this guy. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Over the plate, that's a ground ball to 3rd, and Turner throws over to 1st, and we're out of the inning. Thank goodness. But they did score some runs. Due up to bat, Taylor, Muncy, and Turner, so that's going to be fun. But we're down by 8, and we're going to the top of the 5th, and we're going to commercial break. Jonathan Paz Castillo, go Dodgers. Go Dodgers is right, because we're going to need 4 runs, and I know we can do it. We can definitely do it. But, oh man, it says low video output again. So it's going to be coming in super laggy. I don't see how it's so laggy. Spectrum is screwing me. Thanks for coming, Jonathan Paz Castillo. Go Dodgers. We got to score, but we can definitely do it. Sports Fury, check out his channel. And Dead Meme, thanks for coming. Glad you enjoy this stuff. But if you take a look at Sports Fury, you should see what I should have been doing the whole time. I needed somebody else. I needed to like make me bigger, and then with a green screen. Anyway, check out his channel. 2 people. I guess I don't think that doing this is really a 1-person job. I think a real sports broadcast is 2 people. You got the commentator and then the color guy, because there's a lot of talking. And basketball is quick because they're playing fast, but baseball is rough. And then so yeah, doing the play-by-play, doing the color commentary, and reading the commentary when it was going fast was too much to do. Needed another guy. And now we're back. It says it's coming in laggy. I'm sorry about that. If I'm laggy, I'm sorry. Oh, we're not back. Now we have like a charity commercial. And what don't appear to be disabled kids are just playing baseball. This is Just Do It. Fun at Bat, USA. And those are just regular kids. Just a charity commercial. I would have preferred if we're giving away charity they were disabled. But you know, that's okay. Give them after school programs. And I was always in the after school programs. And you know what? I liked it. And now we got kids at the game. We're the parents. And now we got a little girl who's too young to remember the game whatsoever. But it's fun that they come. And now we got... Do you have to pay tickets for babies? If I was I would not charge for babies. That sucks. Because you'd rather have people come to the game with the baby than not, because they don't want to worry about getting babies have got to come free. That's a good business decision. Because you'd rather get the sale of 2 tickets than none, and then just have an extra baby. Here we go. Here's Taylor. Please get on base. Here's the pitch. Outside ball 1, and Taylor showed bunt. And I don't like it when he shows bunt. You know what? Just swing away. Last year, he's 0 for 2, batting 250. Not as good as last year, that's for sure. He's in a bit of a funk. He's swinging away like crazy, and he just popped it up to... That's out. Just swinging at 1-0 pitch. Popped it up, 1 out. And Brault, the pitcher, I think might be kind of a badass. And now we're more kids. And you know what? This is a way better broadcast than the Spectrum one that the Dodgers do. Why doesn't Spectrum invest into the Dodgers broadcast? It is insane. They have not invested in the Dodgers or the Lakers broadcast in forever, since, from what I can tell, 2012. And it's complete BS. Here's the pick. I mean, they got Oral Hershiser. And that's a big draw. That's tough to compete with. And here's Max Muncy. He's 1 for 1 with a single, batting .250, 9 home runs, 23 RBIs. And to me, he kind of reminds me of George Costanza. That's the only problem with Muncy. If George Costanza played baseball, that's what he would look like. But he is capable of hitting home runs. It's 1-1, and this guy Brault, he's annoying me. The tattoos they're looking cooler and cooler every time. And that's gonna be ball 2, so it's 2-1. And from what I can tell, it seems like Brault doesn't seem to care about hitting his spots too much. He just throws it. He's a lefty. I like this guy. Here's the pitch. Outside corner, please be called a ball. And that's called a ball. And this umpire actually does have a pretty tight strike zone. This umpire has been the most consistent out of all the umpires so far. And now we keep on they keep on showing people in the crowds. That's a base hit. That's a base hit. Muncy hits it over the second baseman's head, and you know, maybe that second baseman did some more squats or something. He might have been able to catch that. Number 5. You know, maybe not the fastest reflexes, or just not something he could have caught. Can't really tell yet. We'll see it on replay. But Muncy, looking like George Costanza, doesn't even look excited just at first. And here's Jesus. With a one and only, Jesus is up right now. And I just feel good. Every time I see Jesus in there, I just feel good. He's 0 for 1 on the night, though. Sometimes sometimes he messes up. He just looks so cool when he's in there. There's the pitch. Over the plate, strike 1. And now Turner's talking to the umpire, but that was definitely well in the strike zone. But they're not talking about balls and strikes. And he actually looks, something's going on here. The umpire he doesn't look super happy with Turner. Don't know why. That was weird. And that was 85 miles an hour. And I guess he didn't think that was a strike. Maybe his contacts were out or something, because that was definitely a strike, Turner. Don't be turning into Pui. Jesus does not complain balls and strikes. It's 0-1. Turner might be on tilt. He looks cool in there. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. And Jesus looks down at the third base coach. Get some kind of, probably just swing or do whatever you want to do. And the way he leans back is super cool. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Inside, ball 2. And Brault was not scared of giving him some chin music. And that was aggressive. And Turner knows it and spit like a camel directly afterwards, like angry. And that was definite chin music. Brault does not care where he's throwing it. He's just throwing it. And it's 2-1. Turner doesn't back off. Leans back a little bit. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 3. And this has been some pretty disciplined batting from Turner. And I think he just knows that Brault is not trying to throw strikes. He's just throwing the ball. So let him make the mistakes. That's where Turner messed up. Luckily, we got Muncy on. Way to go, Muncy. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That was outside. That was outside, but they called it a strike. And this umpire, he screwed us on that one. And this is not the best umpire that we've seen. Turner, if Turner wouldn't have complained about the first one, he might have got that one. That's the way the umpires do it. They're petty. And now we're watching it on replay. And that was definitely outside unless the GPS is wrong. And Turner even took off his shin pad. Turner's not happy. Brault doesn't care. He's like, I'm just throwing as hard as I can. Full count. Muncy's on first. Dave Roberts is just standing there. No energy out of the Dodgers dugout. Here's the 3-2 pitch from the lefty. And it must have been fouled away. I didn't see what happened, but it's still 3-2. He must have swung and tipped it. And now we're looking at the umpire. I think he knows he made a mistake. He clapped his hand. He looks like somebody that knows he made a mistake. That's Jesus. Goodness gracious. You got to give him that one. I mean, that was well outside. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Dodgers got screwed. Turner should be on base. Here's the pitch. Way outside. And Turner finally walks. And that was some disciplined batting from Turner. And he wasn't going to be swinging at garbage. And I would say that for the most part, what Brault is throwing is garbage. But not like garbage in a bad way. But just like he's just throwing it and whatever happens, happens. And I'm sure that this guy could be very unhittable when he's just throwing them for strikes, but just barely. But Turner's too disciplined for that. He's on first base. And the coach, now the catcher is talking to the pitcher, Brault. And this guy, he reminds me of somebody, but he looks like the guy the actor that is in the movie with Tom Cruise, where they're the lawyers, they're the Navy lawyers. His partner. They go to Cuba together, that actor. The catcher looks like that guy. What is the name of that movie? It's the Navy movie where Tom Cruise plays the lawyer. It's great. Anyway, he's got a partner in there. It's kind of this dweeb looking guy. The catcher looks like him. And see, this is why you need somebody. This is why you need two. This is a two-person job. And my internet is going slow. I'm going to refresh it. Don't know if anybody's here. Haven't looked in a little while, but if it's still laggy, I'm sorry. And Kemp is up right now. It's 0-1. And he's batting .351. He's 2 for 2 on the night. Kemp, please do something. 2 people are on. There's only 1 out. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. And this umpire, other than that one bad call, runners in scoring position, Matt Kemp is batting .425, 3 home runs, 23 RBIs. Matt Kemp is definitely the MVP hitting-wise right now. And which was funny because the first 10 games, he didn't look like anything special. Here's the pitch. Over the plate, huge swing, strike 2. And Kemp liked that one, that's for sure, but wasn't even close. Stepping out of the box, really thinking about it. Steps back in the box. Muncy's not taking too big of a lead. And the second baseman for the Pirates looks kind of cool. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That is hit very hard. That could be a home run. Please be a home run. That is a home run. Matt Kemp just hit a home run. And it is now all of a sudden just a 1-run game. Matt Kemp, goodness gracious. And Brault just gave him not a lot of movement on that fastball. And I guess if you hit it to the dugout, the people in the dugout don't care about getting the baseball. Or not in the dugout, but in the bullpen. Like, they're not excited like the crowd. They just let it sit there, and they're just sitting there. It was just bouncing around. Anyway, Kemp hit a home run, and we are back in this game. It's 8-7, and this is just going to be an exciting one, I think. Let's take a look at this in slow motion. That was just directly over the plate, and Matt Kemp kept his head down. That was the best looking swing I've ever seen. And here's Bellinger. Let's try to tie this thing up. But that's strike 1. And now we got the shot. This is a much better broadcast than... That was like a line drive. This is a much better broadcast than Spectrum and the Dodgers. And yeah, Matt Kemp. Nobody's giving him high fives, though. Just by himself in the dugout. Oh, he got some rock. He got some rock from somebody. And it's now 2-1. Bellinger got a little bit of chin music there. And Brault. This guy maybe should think a little bit more before he pitches. Because he just got owned by Turner and then by Kemp. Like, he did get owned. So maybe this guy's good against youngsters, but not against top-tier talent. And now he's looking very wild. And you should see his... the first one was a strike, but the 3 balls weren't even close. And Brault is struggling. He's officially struggling. And, no doubt. If he takes both these pitches, he's going to walk. He's going to be taken. Here's the pitch. Over the plate, strike 2. And that was the exact same pitch that Kemp hit a home run off of. But Kemp's a righty. And it's kind of going away from Bellinger. That would be hard to hit if you're a lefty. That's for sure. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. And Bellinger is now on first base. And please be Yasiel Puig. Our lineup is starting to look pretty good again. Except for Muncy. Where did he come from? Please be Yasiel Puig. And Brault is struggling. It's Yasiel Puig. He's over 2 on the night, and just in a little bit of a funk this whole entire season so far. And now the coach for the Pirates is coming out to the mound. And this guy looks like a coach. You know, didn't wear suntan lotion the majority of his life. Looking a little bit like an alligator. And compared to, you know, this guy Brault, good looking guy. No doubt about that. Good looking guy. And now we got Richard Rodriguez warming up in the bullpen. And I'm a little bit disappointed in this Brault guy because he was a lot of fun to watch. While he's fun to watch only because he doesn't give a shit. But he's still in the game. So you know what? He looks like a badass. If anybody's here, thanks for coming. Make sure you leave some comments. We'll talk during, if it's still red, I'm sorry about that too. We'll talk during the commercials. And the Diamondbacks acquire outfielder John Jay from the Royals in exchange for LHP Gabe Spear. Some kind of a trade went down. The Royals were involved. And here's Yasiel Puig, and he's looking determined. And we got determined face Yasiel Puig right now. He's over 2, batting .250. That was called a strike, but it was a ball. And this guy, this umpire is what's going on with this guy? He screwed the Dodgers twice now. And why doesn't Brault just keep throwing it to that spot? Because he keeps calling it a strike. The catcher sets up inside. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 1. And Yasiel Puig is too smart to swing at that. And he knows that first one was a ball. But he didn't complain. And it's 1-1. Yasiel Puig is not looking quite as determined. He's looking a little bit more awkward than normal in the box. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that's a ground ball. Oh no, that's out. And they turn 2. Yasiel Puig gets so unlucky. They turn 2 on us. It was like a nubber over the pitcher, and it was almost to the outfield. And they turn 2 on us, and the inning's over. Luckily, we got 2. And Yasiel Puig continues to struggle. And that was definitely a good pitch to swing at, for sure. He just didn't get it. And it looked like he was swinging for a home run. So maybe Yasiel Puig needs to not swing so hard at those ones. I'm not sure. Is anybody here? What's up, guys? Oh, people are here, and I'm now green. And so if I'm not lagging anymore, that's good. What's up, guys? Thanks for being here. Check out Sports Fury. He just went live, and he's doing the basketball game, and it's amazing. He does what I do, but way better. And yeah, what do you guys want to talk about? I'm a little bit worried about the Dodgers right now, even though it is a 1-run game, and we've shown that we can hit. Because this Pirates team is pretty aggressive. And I'm just happy that it's a 1-run game because a second ago it was a 4-run game. But I'm a little bit disappointed with Yasiel Puig there. It was just a good pitch. And he just didn't hit it. And that's not normally like Yasiel Puig if we're going to compare him to last year. And who knows, maybe he's been exposed a little bit. Maybe the pitchers now have like a whole nother season to see what he was doing. And then they just figured out, oh, Yasiel Puig does this. And then this season they kind of got his number. But maybe he's in his head a little bit. I don't know. Dodgers are down by 1, though. And Matt Kemp, thank goodness he's on the team. And thank goodness Muncy got on base and Turner. Those were good at bats. Muncy was a top-tiered bat. I mean, I don't know about this guy. He's starting to... I respect him a little bit. He just looks like George Costanza. And then we have Jesus. And if Jesus is batting after me, I'd probably be able to get on base, too. But Muncy was on base. Jesus was on base after getting screwed. Yasiel Puig got screwed on a pitch, though, too. Anyway, 2 guys on. Matt Kemp hits a home run. I don't know if you were here when it happened. But it was like just a badass hit. And now they got the camera on Yasiel Puig and not on Matt Kemp. And he doesn't look... Let's take a look at that one again. It was just a perfect one to hit. And it went off the pitcher's glove. And he looked like that was like a photo finish. They called him out. Here's the pitch from Stewart. And he just continues to throw meatballs. But that one was 80 miles an hour changeup directly over the plate. And Harrison did not swing. He's got an awkward windup. Here's the pitch. High fastball, swing and a miss. And Stewart's only going to be able to get away with that one once. Because if Harrison was not so small, that would have been a home run. He's 2 for 2 on the night. Here's the pitch. low, and that's popped up. And Bellinger runs to grab it and makes the catch. So that's a quick 1 out. And Stewart, that might have been a good pitch. It was low, and then it just kind of went even lower. And I don't know if he was really ready for it. Now we got the Blizzard of the Month, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, in theaters June 22nd. And it sucks how all the reviews are coming out today, but it comes out in a couple weeks. And it comes out internationally today, or Friday. Got mixed reviews, but the first Jurassic World, the one last time, was so good. Well, I don't know if it was be considered like a good movie like the first one was, but it was fun to watch, and we had an awesome T-Rex Velociraptor team up against the Indominus Rex, and that was the best finale of all time. And let's hope they have something as good as that this time. Here's the pitch. All 1, so it's 1-1. And Meadows is up right now, and in the Dodgers bullpen is Scott Alexander. And honestly, this guy, when he's in, you can feel pretty confident. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. Over the plate, swung on, and fouled back. And that's going to be into the crowd. I'm sorry about the Cubs glass. That's a little bit embarrassing. That's the girlfriend. I didn't look. And you know what? This is a big game. Both teams are 30-30. Who's going to be the winning team? And the Pirates have definitely come to play. And it's 1-2. And this Meadows guy, he puts one on the ground, and Muncy grabs it, and he's out. So now we got 2 outs. And way to go, Muncy. He's definitely pretty solid at first. And I think he might even be more solid than Bellinger, actually. Bellinger, sometimes he's a wuss. Like, you know, he's there to hit home runs and strike out. That's it. But he does pretty good in center, too. And the fact that he's fast helps him in center. Here's Starling Marte. He's 1 for 3, batting .294. This is their badass. Here's the pitch, and that's low and outside. And Stewart, just don't give him a home run pitch. We can walk this guy. Marte, this guy kind of looks like a badass. He looks super confident. Kind of like he looks like he looks like who is the guy in Blade? Oh, Wesley Snipes. Marte looks exactly like Wesley Snipes. Maybe not exactly, but they got a lot in common. And it's 1-1. And they keep on showing the coaches for the Pirates. And I just like, oh, it's because it's the Pirate broadcast. So they're just showing them more. That makes sense. And it's 2-1. And I tried to watch it on the Spectrum website, on Spectrum Internet, but it was too slow, so now I'm watching it on a shady website. So Spectrum, if you're listening, boost my internet. Boost my internet, and I'll watch it on you. And it's 2-2. And it's always funny when like a kid asks for the baseball in the crowd, and then you get some jackass that's drunk, like an old guy that fights for it too. Like, dude. I mean, a lot of times I don't think that guy saw the kid. Oh, and Stewart just hit him right in the back. I'm okay with that. Drilled him right in the back, and that didn't hurt. And it hit him right in the butt. And Marte's kind of milking it a little bit. Just walk it off, buddy. And now he's on base. And if we are going to maybe walk him, we might as well throw the pitch at him. But Stewart just continues to not impress me. And he definitely lost control of that one. That was not intentional. And nope, it actually hit him on kind of a hard part of his back. And that one would have hurt. That one definitely would have hurt. And hit him like on the bottom of his back. It's 8-7. And you know what, this guy, now he's really stretching it out. Come on, dude. And he's got dirt all over him. This guy's doing work. And you know, he looks more like Deezus from Deezus and Marrow than he does Wesley Snipes. And here's Francisco Cervelli. He's 0 for 2 on the night, batting .273, 8 home runs, 34 RBIs. And I like him already just because of his name and he looks Italian. And they throw it back. I think Marte was taking a big lead. They throw it back to first. Muncy was ready for it, but too late. And this Cervelli guy, I've never heard of him, but he's definitely Italian. And he looks like an Italian. You know, he looks probably, this is what Christopher Columbus probably looked like. Huge lead. Here's the pitch. swung on, and that's popped up, and the Dirty Italian is out. And Muncy makes the catch. There we go. Whew. Out of the 5th inning, and they didn't score any runs. That's pretty good. And Marte continues to complain about his back. You know what, Stewart? At least you're doing some work. And we're going to commercial break. What's up, everybody? Thanks for coming. And I'll be right back. Still on commercial break. Forsythe is coming up. It's going to be sweet. Just happy that the Dodgers got out of that inning, and now I'm starting to feel a little bit more confident. And we are going to the top of the 6th inning. Still on commercial break, and it's just been a pretty exciting game in general. Maybe a little too exciting, because Pittsburgh somehow scored 8 runs against us, but if you saw how bad everybody's been pitching, you would believe it too. And now we're back, and for some reason my encoder's coming up red, YouTube was coming up red. If I'm laggy, I'm sorry, people. And we're back. They keep on showing the Pirates dugout because this is the Pirates broadcast, and it's just way better. Now they're talking to a guy named Jung Ho Kang, number 27, translated by a guy named Mark Kim. And I don't know what he's saying, but he definitely doesn't speak English. So he probably comes from the Japanese leagues. Jung Ho Kang. How's the guy from... What's going on with the guy from Anaheim? The pitcher and the hitter? I haven't heard about him in a little bit. And I forgot his name. What's the guy's name? He's on the Angels from Japan. He's the hitter and the pitcher. He's kind of a badass. He's huge. Like the biggest looking Japanese guy I've ever seen. He looks jacked. And that's foul ball, so it's now 1-1 to Logan Forsythe, who I like to call Wolverine. I don't know why. And there's Brault is still in the game somehow, and he's in his windup. Looks like a badass. Here's the pitch over the plate, but not a strike. And that was a little bit inside, and definitely a disciplined no swing from Wolverine. And I told everybody last year during the playoffs, the people are different, that last year during the playoffs, and I'm not going to make fun of Logan Forsythe anymore because he was so good in the playoffs, but he continues to not impress, and he's out. Ground ball to third base, and that's 1 out right now. And now a guy named Moran with a huge red beard. And I got a buddy named Mike named Moran. And there's one guy out. And this guy Brault, he's got curly hair. And here's Barnes, the catcher, takes ball 1. And he hasn't had too exciting of a season so far. He's batting .209, 1 home run, 3 RBIs. He's 0 for 2 on the night. And for some reason, Grandal is not playing. Here's the pitch. Ball 2. And that one would definitely look like it was definitely on the line, but a little bit more outside than in, so maybe a good call. But so far, the Dodgers have got screwed twice on pitches by this umpire. So we're -2. And of course, Puig was one of them. Here's the 2-0 pitch. That's a ground ball. That's going to be a base hit. And we got Austin Barnes on base, and he's got to be happy about that. And he's kind of annoying. Now we've cut back to the 2 old broadcasters for the Pirates, and these guys have got to go. This Pirates broadcast has been pretty good, but these guys might be boring. Like, listen to your grandpa talk, which is fine for a little while.
You know, maybe one of them was a big leaguer back in the day. But that must have been like way back in the day. And now the coach for the Pirates is coming out to the mound. And Rodriguez is coming up. So they are going to take out Brault, who, you know what, he was kind of impressive just with his attitude and the way he pitched. But he kind of got blown up. But I can see how that guy could be really hard to hit if he was in the zone. And now we got... Oh, we're going to commercial break. Thanks for coming, everybody. Make sure you leave a comment, get the conversation going. And once again, I am coming up red. So yeah, it says I have low video output, which is complete BS. And this is like the third or fourth time in a row that I've done Dodgers, and it's come up laggy. And then I even checked it afterwards because it uploads by itself. And I checked it, and it was laggy. So when it comes up red, it's true. So my bad. Let's get the conversation going. Check out Sports Fury. They're doing the basketball game right now. And you know what? I'm going to see if I can go over to Sports Fury Wall. We're on commercial break. I'm going to try something new. I'm going to try going to Sports Fury Wall. I'm live. You got to check these guys out. They do what I do, but better. Let's see if I can. Oh, yep. Of course, it's going super slow. And Spectrum continues to screw me on the internet. And they got 2,000 people watching. It's super sweet. But maybe if I throw in a chat, they'll give me a shout out. And it's just not loading. This is slow internet. This is officially slow internet. And we're back to the Dodgers game. And it's even slow to... Oh my goodness. I misspelled it. Okay, that was way harder than it needed to be. Going back to the
Nation.
There we go.
I'm about to grab me another beer.
And see, they also drink beer while they're going. But I gotta go back to the creator studio. Thanks for being here, everybody. That was supposed to take a second, but the internet's slow. I gotta go to live streaming, so I am able to do that while I'm streaming. So that's good to know. If nobody's here, I'm sorry. And we're back. It's 1-0 to Valera. And I still don't really know where this guy came from. He's batting 158, so you know what? Let's get him off the team. But it's 2-0 at least. And Barnes is still at first. Top of the sixth inning. This has been a pretty long game so far. Here's the pitch. Ball 3. And Rodriguez doesn't seem to have too much control either for the Pirates. And Valera, you know, not bad, so great. Just taking pitches is probably the best thing he can do right now, though. If he did swing, nobody would see it coming. But this guy's taking pitches. Just force him to throw a strike. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Strike 1. And that just hit the corner. That was a bit risky. But this umpire does seem to be a little bit... He doesn't know what he's doing on the outside corners. And Valera gets the sign from the third base coach. 3-1. Take it again. Here's the pitch. Oh, strike 2. And it's now 3-2. And Valera thought that was inside, but according to GPS, it was right on the line. Thanks for coming, everybody. If I'm lagging, my bad. And Dave Roberts, you know, he knows how to score 1 run. So I'm not too worried right now. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled back. And that probably would have been called a strike. So it's a good thing he swung, but it was right on the corner. And here we got a tweet from Stan Musial. We will miss you, number 2. Stan is waiting to see his best friend and roomie. Ironically, Red passed on June 6th. Never a coincidence with those two. We lost another great, but what an amazing life he lived. And I forgot his name already, but that's sad. And I'm glad that he lived a good life. Here's the pitch. Swung on and fouled away again. That's, you know what? Sometimes you can be caught off guard if you're just reading stuff on the screen. Anyways, I think his name was Stan Musial. And you know what? Look him up on Wikipedia. That's the best thing you can do when someone dies. It seems to me, if like you don't know him, but it's like in that situation, look him up on Wikipedia real quick. Learn something about him. And it's 3. That's what I do. It's 3. You learn new stuff. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and that's swung on and fouled away again. And Valera is definitely kind of being a tough out after going up 3-0. And he's definitely not a pushover. I'm drinking iced tea because I'm not a school sports fury. And Scott Alexander is still not pitching yet. Now they're ready. This is taking forever. Here's the 3-2 pitch. And they throw back to first. And this guy, Rodriguez, is taking his sweet time. And Barnes, good to see you on base, buddy. Glad you're contributing. But he's pretty good behind the plate. But Grandal is just way better. And now I don't know why we didn't play him in Game 7. We just had Barnes playing catcher the whole time. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swung on, and that's hit down the... That's out. And uh-oh, and they're going to get a double play. And Barnes was innings over. And Valera hit like a weird... It was in a weird spot where it looked like it was going to fall. And then Barnes went running immediately, and then the guy caught it, and then the guy threw him back to first, and then Barnes didn't make it in time. So maybe a base running error from Barnes, or just bad luck. I'm not sure. But the inning's over, and we are going to the bottom of the 6th. That is Philly 500. Yo, everybody, how you doing? What's up, Devin? What's up, man? Thanks for coming. Sports Fury is up right now, but I'm glad you stopped by. Doing the Dodgers game. We're on commercial break. And Philly 500, make sure you check out his channel, and I'll remember if more people come to say it again. But he does Eagles videos, and they're super funny. So you got to check it out. And he does it's there. You just got to see it for yourself. But he does movie stuff too. It's sports and movies, and just generally a good place to talk about sports. And we're still on commercial break. And he also, I thought you were doing is the sports or Philly 500. When is the hockey on tonight, or no? Or didn't you say that you were going to be doing the hockey game? I don't know where I heard that. In one of your videos, I think. But yeah, when it's the hockey game, I'm definitely going to go check out yours. I don't know if you're still here, but we're still on commercial break. And coming up, we got C. Dickerson. And you know what? While I'm here, I'm just going to refresh the video, just so it's as up to date as possible. And it's always risky, but let's just do it. And now we're watching the replays of what happened. Yeah, Barnes just went running. And you know what? He maybe shouldn't have stepped on the bag on the way back. And he was just barely out. And did he have to step on the bag on the way back? I'm not sure. But yeah, he was definitely out. And just Barnes, I mean, you looked alive for a little bit. You got on base. But that was no good. And I'm going to turn on a light. Here's the pitch, and that swung on and fouled away. And who's this guy up? But, Scott Alexander, right? I don't know if his name is, Scott Alexander, 23 games. They're not showing us his, 3.8 ERA. He's 1-0. You know what? He seems a little bit better than that. But, I feel confident when he's in there, like compared to everybody else. And Freeze is up on deck for the Pirates, looking a little bit goofy out there, warming up. And people on their phones in Pittsburgh, actually quite a bit. They're showing a lot of the crowd, and people are on their phones more so than the Dodger Stadium, which is surprising. And that's a base hit down the third base line. Could be foul, I'm not sure, because the internet froze up. And he's out at first. So that was a ground ball to the shortstop. And Taylor gets it and throws him out. And it was a good throw from Taylor. It was kind of in a weird spot. And I think they're going to challenge this. And you know what? I'm always down for the challenge. Now we're seeing it in super slow-mo. And you know what? I think he was safe. That is no good. I think he was safe. Moonsey, you got to stretch out a little farther. That was a tie. Goes to he's out. I think he might have been out by a millimeter. Maybe not conclusive evidence. Because is it when he's in his... This is about as close as it gets. It doesn't get much closer than this. He's out by a second. I think he's out by a second, but I'm not sure. This is about as close as it gets, people. And of all the replays so far that I've seen this year, this one is a good thing they called him out. Because that might be a situation in baseball where there's not enough evidence to overturn it. Because oddly enough, there was kind of weird, there wasn't an awesome angle on it. Because you can't totally tell when the ball's in the glove. Now they're talking about it. And you know what? I don't have to be an official. I want to be the guy that wears the radio thing, like the umpire guy. I mean, he might be an umpire, but he just wears the radio thing and he just walks out there so the guy can hear it. That's probably a pretty sweet job. And yeah, Pirates challenge, and this is going to be a close one. Though I do think they are going to call him out only because they called it out on the field. But if the tie goes to the runner, rule applies, because it did actually look like a tie, which is hard to believe, but it did look like a tie, then he's going to be safe. But I don't know if tie goes to the runner is actually a real rule written in the rule books or something that kids just made up. But if tie goes to the runner is actually a rule. Let's take a look again. They're showing us again. And you know what? Give credit where it's due. This Pirates broadcast is way better than the Dodgers. Let's take a look. If my internet would just go faster, it'd be easier. That is a tie. That is the craziest. You guys got to see this. That's the closest it could possibly be. This is a situation where they're better off just going with the... Oh, now they're saying he's safe. Now they're saying he's safe. And Dave Roberts, go out to the mound. Do something. Go argue. And this is the third time that the Dodgers got screwed tonight. Two pitches were well out the strike zone, called strikes in critical situations. And then now we got this being overturned. And it was not conclusive evidence. Definitely not conclusive evidence. And why is my internet going so slow? I mean, I could not have any less open and do this. This is like, if Spectrum can't handle this, I'm going to have to give them a call. Boost my internet. It's 3-1. Guys on first. No outs. Alexander got screwed. Here's the pitch. Outside, and now there's two guys on. And this is another situation that the Dodgers have got themselves in. And Alexander, who's usually pretty solid, just walked this guy. And now we're taking a look at some Dodger fans. And we got a bored little girl, that's for sure. She looked like she was going to fall asleep. Now we got live Pirates baseball on the #1 Pirates app. At Bat. Download MLB At Bat now. And you know what? These apps suck. YouTube's the best, and now we got a kid with the we're number one foam hand for with the Pirates, and that's just a sweet move to have one of those. Those fingers are the best. Here's the pitch, and please turn 2. They only get 1 out. There's a ground ball to shortstop, and then they get him at second, and that's it. So now there's 2 guys on with 1 out, 1 at first and 1 at third. And that's actually good because now we can turn 2. And that was hit in a pretty awkward spot. And don't know if the Dodgers could have done anything about that in the infield. Maybe not the best flip over, but just happy they got that 1 out. That's for sure. And Taylor's definitely doing some work. And you know, the guy that got the hit, is that Freese? He's got a pretty sweet beard. It's like a huge red beard, like Zormond in Game of Thrones. And here comes Dave Roberts to the mound. And now who's coming in? Taylor's coming. Not Taylor. Yimi Garcia is coming in. Never even heard of him. Alexander's coming out. And we are going to commercial break. Dodgers are in a bit of a situation, but they can definitely get out of it. Jarrett Runge. Hey, man, thanks for coming. I'm doing the Dodgers game, though I'm definitely kind of missing basketball right now. And it's 22-14, so the Cavaliers are winning. And I honestly, I would like to see it be a good series, like go to Game 7. So I want LeBron to win, but not all of them. I would take the Warriors winning because LeBron, I'm just so sick of him. So, but we want him on the Lakers. We definitely want him on the Lakers. But I want LeBron. I want it to go to Game 7, and then have Curry drop like 40, and that would make me happy. Though Houston winning would have been okay because of Chris Paul, and I kind of started liking him because he was on the Clippers, and the Clippers didn't really treat him that well. So I'd be okay if he won, but I don't know. For some reason, I just like the Warriors. Maybe because the Lakers have not been the greatest as of late. Like last year, they were basically unwatchable. That's how bad they were. They were so bad that I'm like, oh my goodness, how am I going to make this fun? And that's when I started doing these Laker games, the play-by-plays on YouTube. Like literally, that was one of the reasons why I started doing it, is because last year they were so boring, they were almost unwatchable. It's like I might as well be doing something. And let's just hope we get LeBron. And that'd be sweet. He's already got a house here. And who knows, maybe Magic's got something up his sleeve. And I'm gonna get LeBron. Still on commercial break. I'm gonna refresh it. Come on, Spectrum. I already can't use your website. All right, but it's a close game. The basketball is a close game, so you guys can go watch basketball. That's okay. And now they're showing us something else in Pittsburgh. The production crew, they love showing a lot of different stuff. And who knows who these people are. And now we're back to the old grandpa broadcasters. Probably boring everybody, but you know what? The production crew, the van, they're like, man, we got to do everything we can do. These old guys suck. And then so they do a lot of shots of the crowd, and it is pretty fun to watch. More so than the Dodgers Spectrum broadcast, but that's quite literally the most common denominator sports broadcast they can do. Same with the Lakers. Spectrum is screwing everybody. Even the Lakers and the Dodgers. Like, they are not friends. They're not friends. Here's the pitch. Don't even know who this guy is. Yimi Garcia. And this is a team that you know what, these pitching staff, who are these guys? Oh, I got a text. Here we go. Here we go. He's got 9 games, 10 innings, 8 strikes. This guy might be pretty good. He's got a 4.35 ERA. Here's the pitch. over the plate, swung on, and fouled away. So it's 1-1. And that was 93 miles an hour. And not a lot of movement. So those are the types of pitches that these professional baseball players like to hit. 92 miles an hour directly over the plate. That's their thing. So if this guy can keep that to a minimum, that would be nice. And it's 1-1. And this internet is just going so slow. Intentional walk, and a run. He's batting 160, I think. So, you know what? I'm not too worried. Oh, this is the guy that looks like the guy from the Tom Cruise movie where he's the Navy dude. What is that movie called? It's You Can't Handle the Truth. He looks like the legal partner. The sidekick. They play softball together. He has him wear the white uniform. Anyway, it's a good movie. And that's over the plate, strike 2. And no doubt this guy Garcia loves going for those high fastballs. And that one, 94 miles an hour. The guy was definitely late. So this guy Garcia is definitely challenging this batter. One and two. He steps back in. Have you guys seen that text was about Arrested Development? And now I'm thinking about Arrested Development, and I could have swore I've seen all of them, but I don't remember this particular part. And we got Polanco on deck. Gregory Polanco. And they're much better with the graphics on this on the Pirates broadcast also. Like they show you people's names. That's nice. And that's gonna be a run. That's a ground ball to the outfield. And it's slow internet. So I didn't even see the pitch or the swing, but I saw the ground ball to the outfield. And it's now 9-7. And that's the problem with these Pirates, is they're all swinging so aggressively. I gotta get some more iced tea. I'll be right back. Here we go. Internet is still going slow and is now 9-7. And the Dodgers are definitely not out of this yet. There's two guys on. And I don't know why we took out Alexander so fast. But we took out Alexander. Now we got this guy Garcia, who I've never heard of. And that was a slider over the plate. And it wasn't even that good of a hit. But the guy from the Tom Cruise movie was able to squeak it through the gap. And we're watching this a whole bunch of times in super slow-mo. Rodriguez is the one that got the RBI for the Pirates. He definitely looks like the guy from the Tom Cruise movie. And Moonsie's at first, just acting bored. Thanks for coming, everybody. Make sure you leave some comments. About what do we want to talk about? I mean, the Dodgers getting to a winning team would be nice. Make sure you tell me what's going on in the basketball game. Because if it's super close at the ending, I might want to watch that. I wonder what game's going to end first. This one or the basketball game? Well, this has been a long one. Here's the pitch. Over the plate, strike one. And the internet continues to go slow. Yep, and we keep on showing the Pirates dugout, which seems to have a pep in their step. And I think it's kind of cheap that now there's computers in the dugout so they can watch all the pitches and their hitting and stuff. And Babe Ruth never had that. I mean, that's got to change the stats a little bit. It's 0-1. Two guys are on. This is not a good situation. The Dodgers continue to just allow runners to get on. Like, that's been the problem. It hasn't been home runs. It's just been hits. Loads of hits. And the internet's going slow. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. Oh, strike 2. So it's 0-2, and that hit the inside corner. And the batter wasn't happy about that call, but you know what? That's a strike. According to the GPS, that was a strike. And maybe he's psyching himself out a little bit. His name is Blanco. You know, I'm just gonna refresh this shady stream. It's going too slow. Spectrum continues to screw everybody. Here we go. 0-1. Oh, there's 2 outs. So he must have got that guy out. So that's good. Now we got 2 outs. Uh-oh, it's... Did they just... Is it 8, 9? Did they score 3 runs this inning? Is it 11-7? Here's the pitch. I thought they scored 2 runs this inning. The Pittsburgh Pirates are scoring 11 runs on the Dodgers. That just didn't happen last year. It didn't happen. And I somehow I missed a run. Oh, is that... Who's number 5? Oh, Harrison. Harrison must have got some... is he the guy? Somehow Harrison is on base. Spectrum is screwing me. And he's just having a grand old time. Smiling, talking, laughing. And here's Meadows. And he kind of looks like a wuss. And they throw it back to first. And Harrison is definitely trolling the pitcher a little bit. He's doing what Yasiel Puig does when he's base running. And he's just kind of trolling him a little bit. Like stomping around, taking big leads, sliding all over the place. And this is just not a good situation. And I knew it wasn't a good look. Just by the way that the Pirates were swinging. They were so aggressive. And it's 2-1. And Garcia continues to not be very impressive. It's 11-7. Goodness gracious. How did that happen? Here's the pitch. Over the plate, strike 2. So it's 2-2, and that was on the corner. And Garcia seems to be doing pretty good at not giving him meatballs. So that's a plus. But this guy Meadows, he's not impressive. Maybe a little bit skinny. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled away. And they got Ed Sheeran playing at an Indian casino by Pittsburgh. And I'll get that date in a second. If you want to go see Ed Sheeran, he was in Game of Thrones last season. So he's got to be a big deal. And the Game of Thrones fans, they definitely didn't like that. You remember that? Ed Sheeran? And if you listen to his music, it is so annoying. It's like he's a wuss. And that's it. Here's the pitch. Over the plate, swung on and fouled away. So it's 2-2. And if you're here, thanks for being here. Leave a comment, ask some questions, anything you want. I can talk about movies. I like movies. I'm an aviation enthusiast. So if you like planes and rockets, I'm down for that. Helicopters, I'm not quite as good at. Movies, aviation, I like science. I own a telescope and can point out planets and shit. And you know, we're probably going to be able to see Saturn tonight, actually. But probably Saturn and Jupiter. We should probably make a video on that. Get like 15 views. Now they keep on showing these. They keep on showing like the. Maybe this is like the Spanish language channel or something, because I know that they do that in Los Angeles. They keep on showing 2 other guys like that look like they're broadcasters, but they're sitting very far apart from each other to be broadcasters. Who knows? And why is this guy still up? Meadows is still up. There's 2 outs, 2-2. Dodgers are down by a bunch. Here's the pitch. Over the plate, swung on, that's popped up. Somebody get underneath it. Taylor gets underneath it and makes the catch. So we are out of the inning, and we are going to the top of the 7th, and the Dodgers are down by a significant amount of runs. And at the beginning of that, we were only down by 1. So Taylor's coming up. It's the fun part of the lineup. He's 0 for 3, but you know, it's time that we turn it around. And let's hope that the Pirates pitching isn't very good. And their bullpen can't last that long, because this has actually kind of been a long game. A lot of hits, a lot of runs. How long have I been going for? Hour and 20 minutes, so not too bad. What's going on in basketball? That's what I'll check out. Let's take a look. I gotta put in Warriors. It's 35-28. So the Cavaliers are up, and it seems like they're kind of holding that 7-point lead for time. So, but 7 points is not much. But I have a feeling LeBron's not going to let this game slip away from him. He's just going to get the job done. And that's just something that he can do. And he annoys me. I'm not really a big fan. But I do think that he's a good basketball player. Like, he's you know what, he might be better than Kobe. We're on a commercial break. And you know what, people always say that Magic Johnson is better than, I mean, I don't actually remember him playing. But he seems to know what he's doing as a general manager, and let's hope we get LeBron. He already has a house in Los Angeles. Maybe he should buy another house in Los Angeles. Start buying up real estate. Like a hungry hippo. Just do it in Los Angeles. And now we're back, and now we have an advertisement for Bayer. That's weird. B-A-I-R. I couldn't even pronounce that. That's the worst. That was the worst name for a company of all time. I couldn't even pronounce it or spell it. And that 2 in a row. And now we got a beautiful shot of downtown Pittsburgh. And they got a lot of colorful lights. That's kind of fun. And now we're seeing more Pittsburgh fans and a lot of white people. Let's see, how long does it take to find a black guy that's not an athlete in the game? And so far, Pittsburgh, let's take a look. Not a lot of good sales at this game, actually. And in that, out of 40 people, not one black guy. And it's this guy, Edgar Santilla, 2-1. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. And the Dodgers really need to get something going right now. That would be sweet. And he's batting .253, 8 home runs, 26 RBIs. But it's just the 250 that's bad. Don't swing at bad. Swung at a bad pitch, and it's now 1-1. And Taylor used to just be so much more disciplined as a leadoff batter. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to turn that around just so you guys don't see that. It's 1-1. Just stop swinging. Here's the pitch. Over the plate. Didn't swing. Called a strike, but actually a ball. And we're on the same wavelength. But this umpire keeps on calling them outside strikes. And that's the third time that the Dodgers have got screwed on strikes. So it's now -3. So it's Taylor, Turner, and Puig. Here's the 1-2 pitch. In the dirt, it's now 2-2. And I don't know anything about this Santana guy, but he looks kind of cool. Don't know if I like the little goatee thing. It's like these guys got to shave. And the fact that he just leaves a little patch there kind of annoys me. Here's the pitch. Ball 3. That was right on the corner. Maybe a little bit lucky that one was called. It was right on the corner. That one was called a ball. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Taylor. Swung on and fouled away. And that was actually the first pitch inside the strike zone. If you take a look at their GPS, they show you where the pitch was last time. And there's literally a circle around the strike zone. Finally one in the strike zone. And he fouled it away. And that was honestly the one to get a hit on. Yeah, that was a bit of a meatball. And he's going to be called out. Because that wasn't even a foul. Oh, maybe it was a foul? Maybe Taylor's bat hit the glove? I think we got lucky on that one. And it's a full count. Let's go. And the pitcher wants a 1 outside. Here's the pitch. over the plate, ground ball to the third baseman, and they throw him out. And Taylor continues to just not be impressive. You got to do something, buddy. But he did get screwed on one of those. He should have walked. He got screwed on one of those pitches, and Santana maybe knows he got away with one there. And here comes Muncy, and luckily Muncy can hit. Here's the pitch. Strike one. And that one's on the outside corner, so I'm not going to, hold that one against the umpire, but this umpire is definitely screwing the Dodgers a little bit. And Max Muncy, he's 2 for 2 on the night. Don't know where he comes from. Who cares? He's batting okay. He can do better. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball over the plate, swung on and missed. And that was a huge swing and a miss. That was 86 miles an hour. And wow, it's amazing how little sales the Pittsburgh Pirates get compared to the Dodgers. But their sports broadcast is actually better. Not counting the announcers, just what I see. It takes more people doing this job. But the sales is terrible. And it's 1-2. And this umpire, I don't like him. Muncy just standing there. He never looks confused, but he never actually looks like he knows what he's doing. He's in that weird in-between zone. He just looks bored. But maybe that's just the way that he stays calm. But you know what? He's got to hit the gym. A little bit of a beer belly. Needs to shave. And nobody shaves. I mean, you're on national TV. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Check swing, and that was a ball in the dirt. And this guy, Santana, continues to not really be able to hit the strike zone, but the umpire just continues to hook him up. And Cervelli, the dirty Italian, he's the catcher for the Pirates. Finally saws back. And we got some Dodgers fans that paid for some pretty good seats at the Pirates Stadium. Or they just saw that nobody was sitting in these seats and moved up. Because if I was at this game, I'd be moving up. Nobody's there. Here's the 2-2 pitch in the dirt. Ball 3. And Santana continues to not be able to throw strikes, but somehow he's got one out. And it's 3-2. And thank goodness we got Jesus on deck. Because we can definitely use Jesus. Even one home run would be okay. Let's hope Muncy can get on base right now. And Kemp's... Oh, that's hit very hard. That could be a home run. Keep going back. Keep going back. It's back to the track. And that's an out. Dang it. And Muncy really got a hold of that one, but back to the track, no good. And we got 2 outs here in the top of the 7th, and this inning is not going very well so far. Thank goodness we got Jesus up, and then Kemp. So I'll take a home run, and then a home run. And then it's only going to be... Man, how did they get up so many runs? It was just a 1-run game. And now they're up by 4. So somehow, some way, they scored 3 runs last inning. So many hits. They're doing it by getting hits. It has not even been any home runs. Here's the pitch, directly over the plate, strike 1. And that's the one that Turner's got to be taken out. Honestly, he looks a little bit more awkward than he normally does in the box. Last season, he looked like such a badass. Now a little bit more awkward. Batting .250, 1 home run, 10 RBIs. He was out forever. Maybe still getting warmed up. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 1, so it's 1-1. And who knows, maybe if you break your arm, you just don't feel super, maybe it takes a little while to get your confidence back. And even if you're Jesus, you gotta get your confidence back. And Kemp, you can do whatever you want. Kemp is my new favorite player. That's not true, but he's killing it. Here's the pitch. Slider. Man, that was crazy. That's strike 2. And Turner wasn't even close. Kind of made him look foolish. And it's 1-2, and Santana, he seems to have something a little dirty up his sleeve. And he's able to get Turner to look a little bit ridiculous. And it's 1-2. Turner kind of leans back, and that's good to see, but he used to lean back even more. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Over the plate, swung on, and that's a foul ball. And Turner used to lean back even more, like way more, like way back. Like he's just not feeling 100% yet. I don't think. And a little girl's just got the foul ball, so that's cool. There's like 4 of them. I don't know who ends up getting it. They didn't. I don't think they had that solved, but one of the 4 are gonna get it. That might be a fight. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Ball 2, and that was a good eye from Turner, who maybe not batting that great. Is certainly not an easy out. And you know what? I liked him better with the longer beard. Jesus doesn't shave. He's the only one not allowed. Here's the pitch. That's popped up. Please drop. And that's out. And we are going to the bottom of the 7th inning. And we just went through the beefy part of our lineup. And we got nothing going. 1, 2, 3. And the Pirates continue to look like a halfway decent team. Anthony Silva, shout out to you, bro. Thanks, man. No problem. We got basketball on right now, and if you just want to know what's going on with the Dodgers game, make sure you let me know. Come back. You can just take a look right now. Dodgers are down. And we're on commercial break. I'll be right back. And we're back. And we got a new pitcher out there. Probably never heard of this guy. Godell. Okay, I've definitely seen this guy before. He's got huge curly hair. Like, we're talking, this guy might be my new favorite bullpen pitcher just because of his hair. And he's allowed not to cut his hair. Godell, number 62. He's a righty. And he looks like a wuss. That's for sure, but he's got some pretty sweet hair. And he definitely needs to hit the gym. How did all these baseball players become so skinny? Definitely not my favorite bullpen guy anymore. Too skinny. It's 1-2 to Marte, and it's now 2-2. That was just a little bit low. And he's definitely going after the strike zone. It's 2-2. Here's the pitch. Way high. Ball 3. And now we got they got a lottery advertisement behind the Pittsburgh home plate. Maybe not the best sponsorship. and loads of empty seats. We're talking those are the good seats. I don't think the Pirates are doing very good in terms of sales. And it's full count. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. And this is the problem that the Dodgers have been having this whole entire game, is they continue to put people on base. Injury update. Key Dodger players on the disabled list: Rich Hill, Clayton Kershaw, Tom Kohler, never heard of him, Kenta Maeda, Ryu, and Urias. But yeah, our pitching staff has just been decimated. And you know what? Rich Hill is even that good. I mean, Kershaw and Hill, they're getting old. We're definitely going to have to bring some new guys in. Ryu, definitely miss him. And how is he on the 60-day disabled list for a groin injury? How can you hurt your groin that bad? And the Dodgers we're not getting lucky. And Puig's got to start hitting. Here's the pitch to the dirty Italian catcher. And it's ball 1. And Godell is taking his sweet time. This is gonna be a long game, people. Here's Francisco Cervelli, batting .272, 8 home runs, 34 RBIs. He's actually pretty good for being a catcher. I mean, he's definitely a dirty Italian. Like, back in the day, he'd be the one sailing the boats and stealing the gold. Here's the pitch. Ball 2. And this is not good, people. Godell can't throw strikes. He looks very young. Just seeing all these people that you hardly ever see. But he does have cool hair. He does. It looks like he's got awesome hair. Like he's definitely got a bit of an afro thing going. Definitely got an afro thing going. Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swung on and fouled down the line. So 2-1. And Godell gets his first strike of the inning. And a jackass leaped over the fence. He leaped way over to get that foul ball. And I don't think the person that on the field that's supposed to get those balls was too happy with him. And Marte, the guy from Jesus and Marrow, is on first, and he continues to be pretty impressive. And I don't like how they put the gloves on their hands anymore for sliding. That's annoying. Oh, and Marte steals, and the dirty Italian swings and fouls it away. So Marte is going to have to go back to first. And no wonder he's so dirty. He's sliding when he doesn't need to. And he even shot a joke over at Logan Forsythe. And let's hope he didn't laugh. Because these Pirates are having way too much fun for a team that's 30-30. I mean, give me a break. They're all smiling. Marte, he just seems to be loving life. And you got to like that attitude, because when it's fun to watch them play, like, it's more fun. Like with Puig, when we got happy Puig, it's happy me. And he steals again. In the dirt, not even close, he's gonna be safe. And Barnes did not look super solid behind the plate right there. And he looks frustrated with himself. But I think that Marte guy, I think he might be a badass. So let's watch in slow motion. And it was, well, you can't stand up and throw any faster than that. It wasn't a very good throw, but he was going to be safe anyway. And I think Barnes is probably pretty annoyed that it wasn't a good throw, but he was going to be safe. And he's got 2 stolen bases tonight. This is how the Pirates have been winning. They get guys on base, and they just move them over, and they just keep getting base hits. No home runs. These guys are all a bunch of pipsqueaks. Marte is continuing to troll and yell at the pitcher, and Godell is just out of his league a little bit right now, I think. Luckily, he's got one out. Who's this guy? Corey Dickerson. He's 3 for 3, batting .326, 5 home runs. Here's another badass. So they got a couple guys that can hit. Marte, and then this guy, Dickerson. It's 0-1. He looks small, and he throws it back to second. Luckily, Taylor was there to grab it. But Godell, don't be throwing it back. That's just a bit risky. Because if you throw it away, Marte is going home. And you should see his confident walk. This guy, Marte, he might be my new favorite player. He's fun to watch. He's trolling the pitcher. He's doing what Puig does. Here's the pitch. Huge swing. Strike 2. And it's 0-2 to Dickerson. And he got his tongue. He looks very frustrated with himself right now. Like, you don't see people do that too often. He's like shaking his head, like maybe he's down on himself, but he knows how to get out of it fast. And I think he chokes up on the bat a lot. That's weird. He chokes up on the bat so much. Like, a batting coach should really talk to him about that. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, but he fouls it away, so it's still 0-2. And wow, this guy is really protecting the plate. Dickerson, I think this guy might be pretty good. Like, and he's purposely choking up on the bat a whole bunch. It's weird. Never seen anybody do that before in my whole life. Never seen that. But that last one was definitely a ball, and he swung at it. So this guy might... And now Dickerson steps out. Dickerson steps out, trolls the pitcher. And Marte he's luckily Taylor didn't laugh at his joke. But he's trying to talk with everybody. I think he's trolling us. And we got to put these Pirates in their place. We got to get some hits. Who do these people think they are? It's 0-2. Here's the pitch. And that's hit pretty hard down the line. Please, Kemp, please catch it. And Kemp catches it. Thank goodness. And now we got 2 outs. And that one also would have been a ball. So I don't know why that guy, Dickerson, was protecting the plate that much. But that was almost a base hit. And here comes, is this Freese? Here comes Freese. I'm not too scared. Batting .250, 4 home runs, 14 RBIs. He's 1 for 2 on the night with a double. But I'm not too worried about him. I mean, a guy named Freese. If anything, we should give him a little bit of chin music. And now we got guys warming up in the bullpen for the Pirates. We got Michael Feliz and Kyle Crick. And that's good news. Because they're starting to get pretty deep in their bullpen. And their bullpen hasn't looked super impressive. And that's out number 3. Muncy continues to be pretty solid at first base. And that is the end of the 7th inning. And we are going to the top of the 8th inning. Thanks for being here, everybody. We're on commercial break. Dodgers are down by a bunch of runs. But we have been doing decent. And let's see what the score of the basketball game is. I took my phone off of Wi-Fi just so I could get faster internet. Here we go. Last time LeBron was up by 7, and it seems to be the number that he likes to be playing at right now. LeBron is up by 8. So the Cavaliers got off to a lead, and they've just been able to hold the lead at 7 or 8 points for now a significant amount of time. So I have a feeling that that's just going to continue until the end of the game. And we're on commercial break. Thanks for coming, everybody. Is anybody here? I've been going for an hour and 43 minutes. You're allowed to go watch basketball. That you're allowed. You know, I should probably wake up the girlfriend. She's been taking a nap for a little while. No, I won't wake her up. I don't know. I'm gonna wait. So actually, she told me that if I don't tell her to wake her up, don't wake her up. But no matter what happens, she's not gonna be happy. And that I can know for sure. And they just showed another old guy up on the Jumbotron. Must be, a Cardinals guy. I think a Cardinals guy died recently. Old white guy. And something going on with the Cardinals. Uh-oh, am I on a different stream? Fox Sports, something's going. Red Shondist, born in 1923. That is amazing. Don't know anything about him, but he was on the St. Louis Cardinals. In 1923, he's seen a lot. So that means he was like kind of old when World War II was going down. Oh no, he was probably in World War II. Yeah, that guy was definitely fighting in World War II. Unless he was playing baseball. Oh no, that's when they had a league of their own. Because they're all fighting. That guy just saw some shit. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. And here's Matt Kemp, who's like the only ray of light right now. And here's Kyle Crick, 20 games, 19 innings, 1 home run. This guy's actually pretty decent. This guy's pretty good. He's probably their closer. And that was 96 miles an hour fouled away, so it's 1-1. And Kemp steps back into the box. Here's the pitch. That was the first time the Dodgers got hooked up on a ball or a strike, because that was definitely a strike, called the ball. So it's 2-1, and Matt Kemp's 3 for 3, 3-run home run, 2-5. This is a huge game for him. I couldn't even count all those numbers. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Strike 2, so it's 2-2. And maybe fooled Kemp a little bit. He kind of jumped out of the box, but it was just directly over the plate. Now we're looking back at the old grandpa broadcasters. Probably talking about Red from St. Louis. And, maybe the guy on the left, he was maybe a little bit too young to be a World War II guy. But that guy, Red, was right in the thick of it. So he was born in 1922. That means he was like 22 when the war was going down. No doubt he was fighting. Here's the pitch. Inside ball 3. So it's 3-2. And I would like Kemp to hit a home run right now. But I'll take anything but an out. And then we got Bellinger coming up, so that's pretty good. Here's the 3-2 pitch. In the dirt, ball 4. So now the Dodgers got somebody on base. With no outs, this is how we score runs. And they keep on showing old guys. Who's this guy? He didn't cut his hair either. During the 70s, 20-something. Looks like a young guy. Probably smoked weed back in the day. He kind of looks like me. Number 25 for the Pirates. He kind of looks like like a badass, like back in the 70s. 21 for Pirates. That certainly wasn't Roberto Clemente. Might have been Roberto Clemente. He looked like a badass. Here's the pitch. Like, he kind of looked like the way that surfers looked back in the day. Like in the 70s, they had the mustache, and they're all pretty jacked. And they could definitely kick the crap out of all of us. That guy could definitely kick the crap out of people, even though he didn't look that big. No, 21, or was it 24? Anyway, it might have been Roberto Clemente. Though he didn't look like a Roberto Clemente. And it's 2-1 to Bellinger. And the catcher comes out to the mound. And this is actually a pretty good situation for the Dodgers. We just need Bellinger to start hitting. Like, I used to think, like, Bellinger, only home runs, only strikeouts. That's all we care about. But these days, oh, here we go. We got very sad to hear about the passing of my former Pirates teammate and friend, Bruce Kyson. That must have been him. I know you battled cancer to the end. Our condolences to his family. R.I.P. Buster. Because he was alive in the 70s. That one's pretty sad. Because he wasn't even that old. Different than the red guy. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And, I got to remember these names so I can look them up on Wikipedia. But something that makes me think that guy for the Pirates was a surfer. I don't know why. And it's 2-2. That's fouled away by Bellinger. Bruce Kyson. I'm going to look this guy up right now. They keep on bringing him up. They keep on showing tweets. Yep, that was Bruce. Oh, and he got into a fight. He dies at 68. He played in 2 World Series. Let's go to his Wikipedia. And something just happened in the game. Bruce Kyson was an American professional baseball pitcher. Oh, Kemp is over at second. We got no outs. And that's what happened. It's 3-2. The Bellinger. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled away. And that was a beautiful swing from Bellinger. I'd like to see that. And it's still a full count. He played for 3 teams. The Pirates, the Angels, and the Boston Red Sox. He won 2 World Series championships with the Pirates. And you got into a fight with a guy. I think he might be a tough guy. Super Sky Point Bruce Kyson, who is going to stand his ground. I told you about that. Even without, that's ball 4. In that tweet, they even talked about him not being a wuss. And I you know, you can tell by the photos of those guys back in the 70s with the mustaches. If this guy was a surfer, I would not be surprised. He was born in Washington. Career highlights. I'm just gonna look at Bruce Kyson and then surfing. Let's just see. Let's see if I can read people. I used to be a professional poker player, so I can read people pretty well. Okay, well, nothing on him being a surfer, but he looks like the surfers from back in the day. Here's the pitch. Outside to Yasiel Puig. There's two guys on, and this is a great situation for the Dodgers. We can get a 1-run behind right now. It's just too bad Yasiel Puig is 0 for 3, and he grounded into a double play in the 5th. That's not going to help his confidence. But it's 1-0. Here's the pitch. That's a wild pitch. That's a wild pitch, and both runners are going to move over. So now Dodgers have guys on 3rd and 2nd. So now they can't even get a double play. So that's going to loosen up Puig a little bit to hit a home run. And this pitcher, Crick, was not looking super solid, and now the coach is coming out. And that wasn't even close to being catchable. The dirty Italian behind the plate couldn't even come close. So we got a good situation here, people. If anybody's here, leave a comment. Give me a thumbs up. And it turns out that you got to tell your people watching to give thumbs up and subscribe. I haven't been doing that enough, because when you give thumbs up, it boosts up like the ranking. And now there's a whole powwow going down at the mound. And this is a great situation for the Dodgers. And this guy, Crick, he kind of had a pretty good record coming into this. And it just, now the two announcers, the two broadcasters are playing grab ass with each other in the booth. And you know what? They're playing a little bit of grab ass. Two old guys. That was kind of funny. That was the most exciting thing they've done the whole time. And it's 2-0, and there's still a powwow going down at the mound. So now we just have, they keep on showing these guys. And Kemp is at 3rd, Bellinger is at 2nd. And what's going on with this Pirates team? They seem like a very talkative team. You know, keep your mouth shut. You know, you score 11 runs in a game, you get a little confidence. Here's Puig. It's 2-0, perfect situation. This guy can't find the strike zone. Here's the pitch. Way low, ball 3. And Crick is having control problems, and now Vasquez is warming up in the bullpen for the Pirates. And this Pirates bullpen has not been super impressive. That is for sure. Here's the 3-0 pitch. Strike 1, and Yasiel Puig got the hold sign. And back in the day, it was 3-0. Dave Roberts used to let him swing away. But that one he got the hold, because Crick has not even proven that he can really throw a strike yet. So it's 3-1. Here's the pitch. Over the plate, swung on and fouled away. And that was the one that he knows he was supposed to take deep. And now he's kissing the bat. So it's 3-2. And that was the exact pitch that he wanted. Like a rising fastball. And Puig looks very frustrated with himself. And he's licking the bat. He's doing his Puig stuff. So let's hope that gets him psyched up. Here's the pitch. Over the plate, swung on and fouled again. So Puig definitely likes where these pitches are at. And he's protecting the plate. It's 3-2. This is a good situation. We got 2 more tries of this, people. If we're going to come back, something's going to have to happen right now. It's 3-2. Here's the pitch. Over the plate, swung on and fouled back again. And this is going to be the 8th pitch. And Puig just for some reason can't catch up to him or can't get something right. But he likes the swings, but he's just not. It's like a rising fastball. And Puig just is not getting to it. And he licks his bat again. And I think maybe he knows he's getting closer and closer. But let's hope it's not too late, because those are 2 pitches he could have hit deep. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and fouled. Please go foul. Please go foul. And at least we're going to be able to tag. Nope, Kemp doesn't even tag up. That's out. And Yasiel Puig is out. Not the greatest hit, popped it up, and it was foul, but Polanco made a pretty good. He must be fast. And Yasiel Puig continues to struggle. And that's not a good look for the Dodgers to make this comeback. And number 25, that was a way to put the effort in. 25 for the Pirates. That was definitely not an easy play to make, because he was running kind of at the wall too. But he didn't even care. He didn't even look down at the wall once. And Puig, I don't know why he takes his eye off the ball a little bit more now. And that time while he was seeing if that was going to be caught or not, he was licking the bat. Here's Forsyth. Ball one. And this guy, Crick, is throwing a little bit of gas. And I think that was the problem with Puig. He just couldn't catch up to it. And come on, Logan Forsythe. He's also 0 for 3. Batting .214. Please do something. 3-run home run. Here's the pitch. Over the plate, swung on, and fouled away. So it's 1-1. And once again, the Dodgers seem to be a little bit behind this guy, Crick. But this is still a good situation for the Dodgers, and at least they can't get a double play. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Inside, ball 2. And this guy, Crick, is not throwing strikes. He's either throwing high fastballs that nobody can catch up to, or they're balls. 2-1. This guy, Crick, I don't think he really gives a crap. I think he just throws it as hard as he can. And it seems to be working. Here's the pitch. High fastball, swung on and popped up to the infield. And now there's 2 outs. And who's up right now? Valera, who's up? Please be somebody. 2 outs just like that. And Dave Roberts, genius coach, do something smart. And where's Chase Utley when you need him? I used to make fun of Chase Utley, but we could really use him back on the team. This would be a great spot for Chase Utley. Best damn $2 million ever spent. And now he's out. He wasn't on the DL list, though, actually, if I remember. Here's Yasmani Grandal. Grandal's in the game. This is a great situation. They're pinch hitting. Why is he not playing? Here's the pitch. 96 miles an hour, over the plate, strike 1. And Yasmani Grandal is coming into the game. And he is hitting pretty well compared to everybody else. It was going crazy at the beginning of the season. He's the only one hitting. But now he's kind of cooled off a little bit when Turner came back. And it's 0-1 to Yasmani Grandal. I think he's pinch hitting for Barnes. Here's the pitch. Huge swing, way late. Strike 2. And Crick. He's throwing gas. He's officially throwing gas. And it's 0-2 to Grandal. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. So it's 1-2. And this guy Grandal continues to... Oh, something just happened. I think that was a balk. And Kemp is coming home right now. So Dodgers just scored a run, though I don't know exactly what happened. And it's now 11-8, so that's good news. Hey, babe. Yep, that was definitely a balk. And it's dinner time for the dog. Our miniature schnauzer. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Or it's 2-2 right now. Turner's at third. Oh no, Bellinger's at... That's hit very hard. That's hit very hard. It's gonna drop. It's gonna drop. Yasmani Grandal just got a base hit. Bellinger comes home. And it is now a 2-run game here in the top of the 8th. And there's 2 outs, though, so that's no good. And who's coming up right now? Is that Jock Peterson? My favorite Canadian is coming up, and way to go, Yasmani Grandal comes in pinch hitting. Looked a little bit slow on the first couple of pitches, and then just caught up with it. Great hit. And it is now 11-9. Dodgers are only down by a little bit. And who's coming up? And now the pitching coach is coming out. And Crick, who seemed like a pretty good pitcher based on his numbers, are they going to take him out? And Jock Peterson is up to bat right now. Oh, and here comes... What's going on? Are they bringing in another pitcher? No, they're doing like a switch of some kind, and a guy named Fraser is coming in. This is annoying. Oh, is Vasquez coming in? Yeah, Crick, you know what? He looked like he was doing okay. Oh, I think we're going to commercial break. I'll be right back. I gotta go use the restroom. Thanks for coming, everybody. Oh, Dead Meme, thanks for still being here. We're on commercial break. I gotta go. I'll be right back. I'm back, people. Wouldn't leave you hanging. Still on commercial break. Still on commercial break. And they're bringing in a guy named Vasquez. And now we're back. And the Pirates continue to just have a good time this whole entire game. They've been hitting. Number 26 is grabbing his cup right now. And number 6 is at Marte. Marte is like such a chatty guy. He's talking with everybody. And here's Vasquez, and he looks like a badass. 25 games, 23 innings, 1 home run, and 25 strikeouts, 10 walks. And this guy looks like a badass. And Crick, who seemed like a good pitcher, did not do very well. And now we got a shot of Pirates fans with their 2 kids. And let's hope kid baby's getting for free. And actually, she's still awake and having a good time. But yep, they are at the age in which they won't remember that. Definitely won't remember that. And now we got Dodgers fans in the background trolling him. Here's Kike Hernandez. He doesn't really have a strike zone. So maybe you could walk. Here's the pitch. Over the plate, strike 1. And that was on the inside corner. And I think Kike Hernandez now knows what he's in for. This season, batting .208, 7 home runs, 17 RBIs. At least he's getting some home runs. Here's the 0-1 pitch. 97 miles an hour. Check swing. Ball. So it's 1-1. What are you going to cook? Shrimp and asparagus. That sounds great. 1-1. Huge swing, fouled away, so it's going to be 1-2. And that was breaking. That was an off-speed pitch, but off-speed of 89 miles an hour. Because this guy Vasquez is throwing like 97, and it definitely fooled Kike. He was way off the mark on that one. And this guy looks kind of like a badass. This might be hard. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Outside, ball 2. And now the strike zone is brought to you by UPMC Sports Medicine. And let's hope the Dodgers can get sponsorships for those because that'd be sweet. We don't even get a strike zone meter. Crick, the pitcher. Oh, that's a ground ball down. Nope, that's foul. And it's still 2-2. Vasquez seems to be pitching pretty well. And Crick seemed very, very disappointed in the dugout. And what's crazy is he almost had him. But luckily, I forget what happened. Oh, it was a balk. It was the balk, and then, yeah, it wasn't a good look. Here's the 2-2 pitch. It was the balk, and then Grandal. Fouled away. And Kike Hernandez, if you want to do something, now's the time. Home run would be sweet. 2 outs. But at least we're going to get another chance in the 9th. Let's just bring in Jansen. Just bring in Jansen. Have him pitch 2 innings. That'd be fun. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And Vasquez is definitely going inside on him. Here's the pitch. Over the plate, swung on, and fouled away. And this guy, Vasquez, is hitting his spots and throwing gas. They're all like just on the inside of the part of the plate. And Kike Hernandez hasn't really done much this year, but he's valuable because you can put him everywhere in the field. So that's nice. Here's 2-2 pitch, breaking ball. He was ready for it that time, but fouled away. So at least Kike Hernandez is making this sporting, and it's still 2-2. Vasquez might be a little frustrated that this isn't over yet. And he definitely would have thought that pitch would have worked, but Kike Hernandez is 1 step ahead of him. And was totally ready for it. Here's the pitch. Ball 3, way outside. And one thing about Kike Hernandez is he definitely has a good eye. And he doesn't swing at junk very often. He's just very, very small. Hard for him to do stuff. But he's fast and he can run and he can field and you can put him in any position. Except for maybe first. That'd be kind of funny looking. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Let's go, Kike. 1 time. Over the plate, swung on, fouled away. he's making it fun. And to start off this inning, we had a guy on second and third with no outs. And then they got a quick 2 outs, which was annoying. But then we've kind of been able to get something going with 2 outs. So this is why I'm not particularly worried about the 9th inning. And we're going to get the meat part of the lineup no matter what happens here. Here's the pitch. Over the plate, strike 3. Kike goes down looking. And Vasquez continued. That was a good pitch. Vasquez gets him out of the jam. Crick not happy with himself. And we are going to the bottom of the 8th inning. Thanks for coming, everybody. That might actually be the time in which we can still do this. It's only 2 runs. And the good news is we've been hitting this whole time. Or some players have been hitting. And we got the beefy part of the lineup coming up. And Taylor is due. He's just got to stop swinging at bad pitches. Dead Meme, thanks for still being here. I'm still here. Your commentating is awesome. Thanks, Anthony Silva. Give me a thumbs up. It turns out thumbs up really help because that's how YouTube ranks you up. So give me a thumbs up. That's the best thing you can do. And if you can't get to a TV, come back here. I got your back. And I've been going for exactly 2 hours. I got regulars. What's funny though is there's not a lot of spillover between Dodgers and Lakers. It's like this. The first when I started doing this, it was Dodgers, and I started doing the Dodgers at the end of last season when Spectrum wasn't giving half the city the games, and they're getting pretty good traffic. And now the Spectrum fixed that, so it's not quite as needed. But I did the World Series, and I'm like, all right, guys, about to start Lakers. Come on over. We're gonna do Lakers, and there was regulars, and they're long gone now. But none of them came for Lakers. And then Lakers, nobody comes over for Dodgers at the end of the Lakers season. There's not a lot of spillover. You kind of got to build up each audience individually. But so I'm doing it. And I'm going to learn more about baseball. I used to play when I was a kid. And I think the fun part is kind of the pitching and the hitting battles. I mean, honestly, there's a lot of standing around. And if you want to be doing play-by-play, baseball, it's, you got to be good at bullshitting. A lot of time to fill. And go check out Sports Fury. They're doing a basketball game right now, and they do what I'm doing, but way better. And honestly, this is a 2-man job. So if you want to be a co-host, you know what, I could use one. And now we got they're playing a song by the Dropkick Murphys, "The Sandlot," and you can go see them play June 8th at Stage AE. Go to Ticketmaster.com. And number 25 for the Pirates has a huge smile on his face. And this Pirates team is nothing but smiles. And they're about to be a winning team. Look at 30 and 30, 30 and 30. Thank goodness the NL West is so terrible. And the Pirates continue just to have fun in the dugout. And Yasmani Grandal is behind the plate. He should have been playing the whole time. And here's Tony Cingrani. And this guy, you feel pretty confident with him in the game. 36 strikeouts, 5 walks. Opponents average 205, 27 games, 22 innings. This guy's a badass. And he's very groomed. He's got a beard like them all, but he's kind of groomed. So I'm okay with that. Outside, ball 2. And Cingrani's a lefty, and the guy up right now is the guy that looks like he should be in Game of Thrones, Colin Moran. Batting 275, 5 home runs, 25 RBIs. And let's just get 3 quick outs. Here's the 2-0 pitch over the plate, outside. This is how the Pirates have been. Have you guys been listening? The Pirates have not even gotten any home runs, I don't think. If they did, it was before I started doing the stream. They just get on base. What is going on with our pitching? Strike 1. Thank goodness. And Cingrani can actually throw strikes. Just barely, though. That was actually a really good pitch. And who's on deck? Who's this guy? Sean Rodriguez. He doesn't look too confident. Here's the 3-1 pitch. Strike. Oh, thank goodness. Strike 2. It's now 3-2. And it was low. It was definitely in the GPS strike zone. The guy from Game of Thrones, he was kind of like asked a question like that was in. And then he said, yeah. And it was in, buddy. Very good pitch. And Cingrani knows what he's doing. He's not giving up something easy to hit. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Outside, ball 4. And once again, The Dodgers continue to do the worst thing that they could possibly do pitching and just put guys on base with no outs. And, you know, maybe Cingrani needed a little bit more time to get warmed up because those first 3 pitches were terrible. Not even close. Now we got a beautiful shot of downtown Pittsburgh. And Dave Roberts is walking out to the mound to talk to Cingrani, I think. And now we got a team powwow at the mound. And Turner's standing there. And you know what? The only person that should be allowed to talk is Turner. Everybody else just shut up. Let Turner do all the work. And what's going on? The umpire is standing there too. Leave Cingrani in the game. And Cingrani's coming out. And he looks very, very frustrated. Cingrani's coming out. He looks very frustrated. And genius coach Dave Roberts knows what he's doing. And who's this guy? Number 46. He looks like a badass. Probably somebody I've never heard of. He doesn't know how to open the gate. Someone's going to have to come open the gate out of the bullpen for him. And we're on commercial break. Dodgers have a chance here. Frankie Montoya. The commentary is hilarious. You know, if you're doing baseball, you got to be pretty good at bullshitting. Thanks, though. Go check out Sports Fury. They're on right now. They're live. They're doing basketball. But it's funny, baseball people are baseball people, and basketball people are basketball people. And I'm kind of a YouTube person. But pretty soon I'll get good at baseball, don't worry. And I'm going to get a pretty good dinner tonight, so that's good as well. And this game has just actually been kind of long. A lot of pitching changes, a lot of hitting. Not too many strikeouts. I've not been too impressed with anybody's pitching. But Cingrani didn't even get a chance. He walks the first guy. You know what? If you walk the first guy, take him out. Actually, I like that. Be strict. We got to be strict with these pitchers. They're running all over Dave Roberts. If you walk the first guy, take him out. I'm okay with that rule. Even though Cingrani seemed to be pitching okay. And his numbers were pretty good. But thanks for the compliments. Thanks for being here, everybody. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe is really all you can do. And if you can't get to a TV, come back. And at some point, I'm going to have to learn how to do Reddit. Because supposedly Reddit is a good way to get traffic to your YouTube. Because it turns out when you're doing this, all that matters is traffic. And YouTube is just so highly visited. So yeah, do some Reddit, get traffic to YouTube. That seems to be what people say. But you know, it's got to be me that does that. Thanks for coming though. Like the compliments. And most of the time I do basketball. And basketball is just a little bit... I do Lakers. I do Southern California sports. Oh, Rams all the day. The Chargers... Oh, I know. Screw the Chargers, though. She just asked me if I should do the Rams or the Chargers. I'm doing the Rams. I don't like the Chargers. I mean, I used to like them when they're in San Diego, but I like them less now. It's weird. And it's 11-10. Pirates fans are still pretty jacked up. And the 13-year-olds in the crowd are doing that dance that they love doing these days. You know, with their hands in front and the hands in back real fast. That was more of like a Staples Center thing to do. Oh, we got Josh Fields. Goodness gracious. 29 games, 28 innings, 4 home runs, 23 strikeouts, 7 walks, opponent batting average 194. So that's not bad. But this guy's kind of a wuss too. And he's 2-2 with a 2.25 ERA. And honestly, him and Cingrani are about the same. They're just righties and lefties. It's almost like they're mirror opposites. But this guy looks like he's from Portland and lives in a treehouse. And I cannot believe Cingrani walked the first guy. Babe, what's the movie? What's the Tom Cruise movie where now there's another powwow? Oh, he's still warming up. I think he gets extra time to warm up because he wasn't warming up in the bullpen beforehand. What's the name of the movie with Tom Cruise where he plays the lawyer? The Navy lawyer? A Few Good Men. The guy that looks like a guy from A Few Good Men is on deck. So we got this guy Rodriguez. S. Rodriguez. And then we got the guy from A Few Good Men. He's batting 168. Alright, I kind of like the looks of this. Where did he come from? He's leaning back a little bit like Turner, but not as cool. Here's the pitch. Strike one. And you know what, Dave Roberts? This might have been a very good decision. Fields looks pretty solid. Over the plate swung on, and that's popped up to the infield. Please make the catch. All 4 players are there. Taylor makes the catch. And we have 1 out just like that. And that's a good sign. And who knows, if you walk the first guy, Cingrani, take him out. But he was definitely pissed. Cingrani was not happy with Dave Roberts whatsoever. Like, usually you don't see people that mad. But you can see it in his face. He was, I don't know if he was disappointed in himself or mad at Dave Roberts. But those are really bad 3 first pitches. And it's now... Who's this guy? Oh, this is a new guy too. This is a new guy. Oh no, this is huge swing, and that's a ground. They're gonna turn 2, and the inning's over. Dave Roberts is a genius. Bring it in Fields, and Polanco is very angry with himself. And we are going to the top of the 9th inning. It's been fun. We got Taylor, Muncy, and Turner. We got the thick part of the lineup. And honestly, this Pirates pitching staff must be pretty tired by now. So this is a great situation. The only bad part is we're down by 2. Thanks for coming. Make sure you go check out Sports Fury. You'd be funnier if you didn't have the same sarcastic tone on every statement. You like the butt rams. Let's see your girlfriend. We think she's your imaginary girlfriend. You should both be commentating. You do play-by-play and she can do color commentary. That's what people keep saying. And I gotta not have the same sarcastic tone on everything I say. You know what? Maybe that's why people don't like me. That was a joke for her. And here she is.
I'm here.
There she is. She's real. Just barely. I don't know how I'm doing it. I mean, I'm yelling at the computer on YouTube. And I've been doing it for months now. So, you know what? She's got to put up with some shit.
Also tell him.
And she's cooking dinner. And honestly, people just don't have the... I was like, babe, we got to sit in front of the computer and do this play-by-play. Every single game for a whole year, it'd be like hours and hours and she wouldn't do it. Maybe like a game here and there. Oh, but I do have a dog right here. That's good. Look at it. Oh man, he doesn't like YouTube. The dog knew what I was doing and ran away. The dog knew what I was doing and ran away. But yeah, if he comes out, I'll show you guys the dog. He's a miniature schnauzer. And it's 11-9. And I'll try not to be so sarcastic on everything I say. But now that I'm noticing it, I don't know if I can stop. Because now I kind of think it's kind of fun. Just to do everything like that. And we still got Vasquez on the mound. You know, I'm not really a voice actor. I'm just a YouTuber doing this. Here's the pitch to Taylor. Way outside, 94 miles an hour. And it's 1-0. Chris Taylor is 0 for 4 on the night. Ground out in the 7th. 252 average. And just not having the greatest season ever. Here's the pitch. Over the plate, swung on, and fouled away. So it's 1-1. And Vasquez looks kind of like a badass. No doubt about that. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Inside, ball 2. And I just don't want to see Taylor batting, swinging at bad pitches. That's like the worst thing that he's been doing. It's 2-1. He's coming from the windup. He's a lefty. Ball 3. So it's 3-1. This is a good situation. And most of the time I only do this for like an hour. So this is going a little bit longer, but that's okay. Here's the pitch. Ball 4. So the Dodgers have a guy on first with no outs. And this is the best situation that could have happened. And now we got Muncy coming up. And he's starting to grow on me a little bit. He can definitely hit home runs. And finally, Taylor does something. He walks. Gets on base. And here's Muncy. Looks like George Costanza. Doesn't look like an athlete. Got a bit of a beer belly. Batting 257, 9 home runs, 23 RBIs. Steps in the box. This is exciting. Catcher sets up outside. Here's the pitch. Over the plate, strike one. And that was one he maybe could have hit. So it's 0-1 to Muncy. They're both lefties. Catcher sets up outside again. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball over the plate, strike two. So it's 0-2. And Muncy doesn't ever look concerned. He's got the same blank stare every single time. And this guy in the crowd also has a very bored blank stare. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Strike three. Muncy goes down looking in 3 straight pitches. And now we got 1 out. That's okay. We got Jesus up. We got Jesus and then Matt Kemp. So if this is our only chance to win, if we can't do it with these guys, we can't do it ever. And that was an incredible curveball. It fooled Muncy. Muncy looked a little bit foolish. And that was a perfect pitch. And Muncy knew it immediately. This guy Vasquez might be a bit of a badass. Here's Turner. Here's the pitch. Way outside, ball 1. And the thing about these Pirates pitchers so far is they just seem like the type of guys that just try to throw it as hard as possible every single time. Not a lot of control. And Turner is 0 for 2 on the night. He's batting .243. Not the greatest season so far, but he was hurt for a lot of it. Here's the pitch. Strike 1. And that was a great pitch, low and outside in the strike zone. The umpire is finally getting it right. And we got some people in the crowd also looking bored. I mean, these Pirates fans, not a lot of sales. For some reason, something's going on in Pittsburgh. Here's the 1-1 pitch, way outside, ball 2. And like, they're not getting sales from like the seats that they want sales from, like behind the plate. Like, it's one of those situations where like if somebody hits a home run in the outfield, it's gonna take a little while for somebody to get over there. Check swing, ball 3. So it's 3-1. And this is a good situation because we might have 2 guys on and Kemp up, who's just hitting like crazy. Like, so many numbers tonight that I can't even keep count. Like 2 home runs, tons of RBIs, maybe 1 home run, a lot of stuff. Here's the 3-1 pitch, ball 4. And the Dodgers got 2 guys on. This is a good situation. Thanks for staying with me. Top of the 9th inning, and this is what we want to see. And here's Kemp. And Vasquez cannot be happy about this, though he doesn't seem like the type of guy that would be intimidated by anybody. But Kemp's walking out. Oh, the catcher is going out to the mound, talking with Vasquez, and Vasquez is like, dude, get away from me. You're a dirty Italian. That can hit, actually. He's a pretty good hitting catcher. Cervelli. Kind of got pudgy legs. Mound visits. Dodgers have 3. Pirates have 0. I don't know why they're keeping count of that. And here's Matt Kemp. 1 out. Top of the 9th. And they almost pick off Taylor at second, but they don't. Whew. Vasquez turned around, and he was kind of a badass with that pickoff. And Harrison was ready for it. Let's take a look. He was taking a huge lead. Love the blue New Balance shoes. That's for sure. Here's the pitch. Over the plate, strike 1. So it's 0-1. And that was inside. But it hit the line, but it was a little bit more outside than... It was a little bit more of a ball than a strike, but the umpire called it a strike. I'm not going to call that one against the umpire, but just another time where the Dodgers just are not getting hooked up, and Matt Kemp steps out of the box. Trolling Vasquez, that's kind of fun. He steps back in real quick. Vasquez gets the sign. Checks the runners. Here's the pitch. Huge swing, strike 2. So it's 0-2. And Vasquez seems to be pitching pretty well. That was on the bottom outside corner and then then curved. Like a slider. And that was just out of the zone. Nobody's in the crowd. Wow, what's going on in Philadelphia? Or not Philadelphia, Pittsburgh. Nobody's going to these games. Ball 1. That was in the dirt, so it's 1-1. And yeah, if Kemp hit a home run right now, it would take a long time for somebody to go get the ball. And this is just a great situation for the Dodgers. Make sure you give me a like, give me a subscribe, give me 2 tries. We got Kemp. Here's the pitch. Ball 2. So it's now 2-2. And you know what? I don't really want a walk from Kemp. I want a home run from Kemp. Or a triple. But we'll take a walk, and then Bellinger can hit a home run. But then what's funny is the game is still not over because the Pirates are swinging pretty well. And Kemp steps out of the box again. Trolling the pitcher. That's just so smart. It's 2-2. Vasquez checks the runner, looking like a badass. Here's the pitch. Way outside. Now we got a full count. This has not been easy for any pitcher this whole entire game. Everybody has been struggling, and Bellinger is on deck, pacing around like a racing horse. Full count. He hasn't been able to hit the strike zone really against Kemp. Here's the pitch. Over the plate. That's hit very hard, and they're going to not turn 2. But that's 2 outs. And that was definitely a strike, so it's a good thing Kemp swung. And luckily, who's ever at first didn't get too far off the bag. And now they're showing us the pitch sequence of this pitcher not hitting the strike zone at all, but somehow getting out Kemp. That first pitch should have been called a ball, maybe. Here's Bellinger. 2 guys on, 2 outs. This is why we got him. Lefty versus lefty. Here's the pitch. Way inside. Definitely a little bit of chin music. Ball 1. And it's one of those curveballs that looks like you're going at your face, and then it curves. Cody Bellinger, 1 for 2. 2-run home run, 2 walks. So he's already hit a home run this game. I missed that. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That's a ground ball to second. They throw him out at first, and the game is over. Vasquez does his job. The game's over. Pirates win 11-9, and they actually have a winning record. And they're just having the best time out there. It's a little bit annoying. They're playing grab ass in the outfield. And the Dodgers we're now 1 game below 500. Thank goodness the NL West isn't very impressive. Thanks for being here, everybody. Make sure you go to Sports Fury. Basketball is on. 19 people watching. Thanks for coming. Dead Meme, you're a regular. You've been here the whole time. Thank you. Okay, I'm sold. I'll subscribe just because she looks like your sister.
Oh, what?
You know, that's throwing shade. Shots fired. But you know what? P. Moreno, I'll take any comment I can get. That's funny. And it's not Moonsey, it's Muncie. Was I saying Moonsey? I think I've been saying Moonsey all year. P. Moreno already coming through. And the Cubs, she's from Chicago, and I grabbed that one earlier. Babe, look what I'm drinking out of.
Yeah.
She's from Chicago. She likes the Cubs. It's very annoying, and it was too late. It was too late.
That's why.
Thanks for coming, everybody. Make sure you go check out Sports Fury. This was fun, even though we lost. And make sure you come to the next game. I can imagine how it's hard to share this. Like, tell your friends, oh, there's this guy on YouTube that does play-by-play. Make sure you come back if you can't get to a TV. And go check out Sports Fury and the basketball game. He does what I do, but even better. Thanks for coming.